Hey yo, I want to talk about being black in Thailand, and this is part 2. And the reason I wanted to do this video is because of a comment someone left earlier that inspired me. Okay, first I want to talk about the laughter that you get. Now, the laughter that you get is not really like one of the YouTubers I seen, I think he was a Thai guy, and he talked about how Thai people like to laugh at black people, which is true. Like when you walking down certain streets, people would kind of like laugh and joke with each other about you, and because you cannot understand it, you know, it may seem borderline offensive, but the energy they have is not offensive, you know. Like, for example, I was on a train coming from Chiang Mai to Bangkok, right? And I was talking with one of the train staff who seen me earlier that day going to Chiang Mai, and she was talking about food, because they try to sell you everything under the sun. So she was like, yeah, do you want breakfast? Do you want breakfast? I was like, what kind of breakfast do you have? And she said something with meat in it. And I was like, hey man, I'm a vegetarian. And everybody who heard that started laughing. And it seemed like they started laughing because of a cultural thing. Because number one, I'm big as heck. So how in the heck am I a vegetarian? And the laughter was more like, oh, he's an American. Look at these Americans. They always talking about vegetarianism and all this weird stuff, you know. I was walking past a group of guys around a corner, and when I walked past, they said something to me, and I think it was along the lines of getting my cab or something like that. I'm not sure. But then they started joking and laughing with each other. And you do get that from time to time, but after that, they would show you respect. Like every time I walk past those guys, I mean, they're cool, you know what I'm saying? So even if someone laugh at you, it's not because of, how can I say it? It's not because of your skin color, and there's no aggressive or threatening manners afterward. Like in America, if, you know, you in a place where there's not a lot of black people and they start laughing at you, normally there's some type of violent action right afterward. It's like, hey man, get out of my store. He's black, get out of my store, or you know, something like that. But in Thailand, not really. If you show people respect, they're going to give you respect back, no matter what. So when they do laugh about it, it seems like they laugh about it from a cultural standpoint, but will show you respect right afterward, and will show you respect the day afterward, One thing I notice about Thai people is that if they do have an issue with you, they're not really gonna voice it anyway. If they hate you because you black, they're not gonna voice it, because they have this thing about saving face, which is avoiding embarrassment or avoiding looking bad in front of others. So they're not gonna, you know, quote unquote, express it. Like, it was this girl who used to come in the chat room I used to frequent often. She was from Cambodia, right? And she said, man, I don't like going into the Asian chat rooms because all they do is talk bad about black people, but yet they want to listen to rap all day, and they want to wear like fitted caps and project a black culture. And I told her, like, hey, it's because they want to save face in front of their homies. Their homies do it in the chat room, therefore they do it, and they don't really question it. But when jokes about black people come up, yeah, they will start joking. It seemed like to fit in, you know. Another thing I want to talk about is the stares that you get. Now, a lot of the stares, of course, are non-threatening, non-violent. It's more along the curiosity line. So you would get like big eye stares, like, you know, whoa, you're here, you know, like they never seen you before. But a lot of the stares, to be 100% honest, are from like other Westerners, especially Americans who never seen a black person before in the United States, let alone in Thailand. Automatically they think, what are you doing here? So you get a lot of those big eye stares. But as far as being black and you walking around and whatever, people will be like, hey man, cab tuk-tuk. If you're looking like a new wide-eyed tourist yourself, like you don't know where you're going, oh, people would definitely be like, hey man, cab tuk-tuk, cab tuk-tuk. And security, you know, when they talk to you, they'll direct you towards somewhere else, you know, to get some service. But it's not really offensive, so to speak. And I ran across plenty of, like, you know, police officers and security guards and whatever, and they seem helpful. They didn't really care. They just look at me as any other person. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of put that out there. So yeah, the Asian guy who left the video about Thai people laughing at black people, it's true, but it's not vicious like in America. In America, when they laugh at you, it's on some other stuff. Here, when they laugh at you, it's more like a cultural, or if they laugh at you like on some offensive stuff, it's because they simply don't know. They don't know that is quote unquote offensive. But the energy that comes right afterwards is all about energy. The energy comes right afterwards is usually non-threatening, non-violent, and they normally treat you like a regular person after that. So, you know, that's all I wanted to say. All right, thanks.